All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. First Alert Meteorologist Eric Burke in for Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer. He'll actually be working this evening. But yeah, I got some good news regarding Saturday. After that, not so great news, but as always, appreciate you joining us for Weather Extra. Hope you enjoyed some of the very, very nice November days we had all of last week. Yeah, we had some chilly mornings, but I love seeing the 70s in the afternoon. Kind of a cool, comfortable start, a lot of sunshine, warming up nicely. We didn't see a whole lot of sun yesterday. Yesterday was a 48 first alert weather day. Probably got the notification on your 48 weather app that parts of the area, Middle Tennessee and our northern counties, under that tornado watch. Now, thankfully, as kind of we were expecting, the more organized threat for severe weather was off to our north, and that's where they had some damaging wind gusts, some large hail reports coming out of parts of Tennessee, thankfully missing out on us. Never going to complain about a lack of strong storms, but just showing you, and we were talking a lot about this, that the better dynamics and forcing all off to our north. So that was it. Some of you ran into some rainfall for your Friday evening if you were going out to watch some of the high school football playoff games. A lot of good action there last night. So for today, very, very dense fog, especially up in parts of Middle Tennessee where they did pick up a little bit more rainfall. And this fog's going to linger for a little bit. But once the fog mixes out and lifts, we actually have a beautiful day. We're seeing some breaks in the clouds already. Temperatures will warm up into the upper 60s to low 70s. There is a chance of maybe seeing some isolated showers. Most of this activity, I think, would favor areas along and south of the Tennessee River. And we'll go through future radar, of course, in a little bit. Overnight, low of 51. Now notice the low is 51 and the high on Sunday is 52 degrees. We'll probably hit 52 around 9:30 in the morning, and then temperatures will actually fall as we go through the rest of the day Sunday as an Arctic front is approaching the area, and this will bring us some gusty winds, probably gusting 20 to 30 miles per hour from time to time. There's a chance of seeing a sprinkle or even a flurry come late Sunday night. And we do have a 48 first alert weather day for Monday, and this isn't for any threat of severe weather. This isn't for any snow accumulation or anything like that. It's just going to be a miserable day on Monday. We start off, we could have a wind chill in the teens to low 20s, high of 39. That's the air temperature, but it will just feel like mid-20s through the entire day on Monday. So, and not really looking forward to that. Veterans Day on Tuesday starts off with a hard freeze, but temps will warm up. A little bit breezy, but sunny there. So hopefully you can make it out to the Veterans Day parade there on Tuesday. I'll be out there. Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis, he's our Army veteran, and also Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer. Well, the three of us will be out there in the parade. But if you're out there, wave, say hello. All right, let's talk low temperatures. Tomorrow morning, I mentioned that low of 51 degrees, and we don't get much warmer than that through the day. 29 is going to be your low. So the first freeze of the season, or at least widespread freeze of the season, is coming Monday morning. And then we have a hard freeze on Tuesday, low temperature of 23 degrees, and that will officially end the growing season in the Tennessee Valley. Right now, the leaves, they are beautiful. The yellows, oranges, reds, all those gorgeous fall colors. A lot of those leaves are going to be coming down off of the trees, and they'll be on the lawn and the grass and not on the trees. But our lows get better by the middle to latter part of next week. So skip forward to Sunday. This is going to be your wind chill. I was telling you about that Arctic front that we have coming in, that northwest wind. So a lot of the day just kind of feeling like 40s and 50s up until lunchtime. But the later we go into the afternoon, as that cold air comes rushing in, now it feels like 30s and 40s, and it gets a lot worse. This is Monday morning coming off a weekend. Hard enough to get out of bed on a Monday, and this is what we've got at 6 a.m. It will feel like teens and 20s. So heavy coat, hat, gloves, maybe even a scarf, a bundle up type day, because that wind chill or feels like temperature stays in the mid, maybe upper 20s for the entire day on Monday. And that's part of the reason we have a 48 first alert weather day. On top of the cold, we maybe see a few snow flurries. Don't get too excited. I'm going to pump the brakes right there. Just snow flurries. The air will be very dry. Still have the dense fog advisory through 9 o'clock this morning, depending on when that fog decides to mix out. That's when we'll actually, they could extend this dense fog advisory, at least for Middle Tennessee, maybe other areas. Sarah, good morning. Yeah, backyard, the leaves looking good. Stan, good morning to you. No bad weather, always worth celebrating for sure, and really looking forward to the day today. All right, here's some of that fog. Prime example on our Fly HSV Allegiant camera here. You can almost see the lake, but you got that kind of coolish air over the water, and you get some of the fog that's popping up. Plus, we saw some rainfall. If you look at the bottom there in the little camera window, some of the leaves just looking gorgeous here all around the Tennessee Valley. The very dense fog still up there in Middle Tennessee. Again, they saw some higher rainfall totals. That's why they have a bit more fog. But we should start to see some improving visibility as we go through the rest of the morning. We start to warm up a little bit. Temperatures quite nice here, upper 50s to mid 60s, and we'll just continue to warm up. It does feel a little bit muggy, some of the leftover moisture from the showers and storms we saw yesterday evening, but temperatures for the most part are trending a lot warmer, especially over parts of Sand Mountain. If you look at the difference between yesterday morning, Friday morning at this time, and this morning. So the dew point in the 50s and 60s, the drier air will start to make its way in later this evening, but we've got just enough moisture to at least include the mention of maybe a few pop-up showers south of the Tennessee River as we go through the day. We've got a west-southwest breeze, very light, 3 to 5 miles per hour. It was a little bit breezy yesterday. Here's the warm-up, though. If you look at your hour-by-hour forecast from late morning into the afternoon, average high is 67 degrees, and we're going to be above that. We'll be in the low to mid 70s, but keep that 67 number in your head because, yeah, on Monday when it feels like 20-something degrees, we'll be wishing we had these 70s. So always a good idea, maybe do a little home winterization, unhook those garden hoses on the outside part of your home. Maybe check for any drafts that you may have because temperatures will certainly be cold Monday and Tuesday morning. Small chances for a few isolated showers or maybe just some periods of mist or drizzle there as we go through the rest of the morning into the afternoon. So here's your Saturday hour by hour. The clouds are already starting to break up. The fog will lift. 9:30, we've got temps in the mid to upper 60s. There's the sunshine starting to peek through as we go into the afternoon. Still seeing some returns, though, on future radar. Maybe some of those light scattered showers, a pop-up storm even possible. We're not expecting anything strong to severe, but there are chances for maybe some isolated to widely scattered rainfall. Overnight tonight, we'll go with partly cloudy skies. This model is taking a little bit of a cool bias, has us falling into the mid-40s, low 50s. And we hit that high pretty early in the day there on Sunday. The clouds start to build in. The wind picks up out of the northwest, and that's why tomorrow, most of the day, that wind chill will be in the 30s and 40s. So pretty big 180 versus this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. All has to do with that Arctic front coming in. Donna, good morning to you. Appreciate that. Good Saturday morning. And there's another one. Sarah again. Good morning. It's to everyone watching. About 50 of you on a Saturday. That's what I like to see. Appreciate the viewership. I guess we've just got a lot to talk about. Now, by late Sunday night, that's when we potentially start to see our first flurries moving in. We've got a Havoc game tomorrow evening. Look where our temps are, though. Sunday at 9 o'clock, mid to upper 30s, and then the temperatures will really start to fall off, dropping into the mid to upper 20s, wind chill potentially in the teens on Monday. Monday, kind of a partly, mostly cloudy day. Any moisture we have, that will just be snow flurries, no accumulation. No impacts. That's basically what we're looking at. Middle Tennessee especially. Could pick up some decent snow for areas north of Chattanooga, but certainly not here in the Tennessee Valley. It's just a cold, downright miserable day. I mentioned the potential of some of these light showers, picking up a trace to maybe 1/10 of an inch of rain, but that's really going to be about it. For tonight, more clouds start to build in. A low of 51. You'll notice the wind picking up later this evening out of the northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour. For your Sunday, clouds, cold, falling temperatures, northwest wind sustained about 15 miles per hour, gusting 25, maybe up to 30 miles per hour. So yeah, you'll start to feel that chill coming in, and then we get to your extended forecast here, your 7-day and now your 10-day. First alert weather day on Monday, just for things being cold, maybe a few flurries, wind chill staying in the 20s. We've got that hard freeze waking up on Tuesday, Veterans Day morning. Thank you to all our vets that served, all the people serving currently. Really love to see the parade. Always get a great turnout. We'll be out there. It does look like the wind's going to be picking up. Now, it will be a southwesterly wind, so at least it's a warming wind, boosting our highs on Tuesday under sunny skies into the upper 40s to low 50s. But I would dress warmer for the parade than you think you need to, even with the sun being out. If you've got the wind, temps in the 40s, low 50s, but I'll be out there. We should have a great turnout. And then right back to normal by Wednesday, 65, 67 Thursday, 70 on Friday. We've got some 70s into next weekend and potentially the last day or 10-day Monday there, and maybe seeing a few showers too. So we've been talking about these big changes coming. Well, it all starts tomorrow. Temps falling through the day, pretty gusty day. Snow flurries, don't expect much. We won't see any accumulation, but Monday just really looks miserable. That's the reason for the 48 First Alert Weather Day, and then things start to improve. Even Veterans Day, not bad. We've had worse days for parades for sure in the past, but appreciate everyone joining me on this Saturday. Appreciate your time as always. Hope you have a fun and safe weekend. Do a little home winterization if you can. I've been talking about that all week. I went out, I put those covers over my outdoor spigots there just to, get ahead of things. But temperatures certainly falling off. My weekend plans. Today, going to have to take a nap probably. Going to the Margarita Ball. It's in Huntsville here. We were invited to go to the Margarita Ball, have the tux on. We'll be all dolled up. I'll post some pictures of my wife Heather and I, and then tomorrow, probably I'll leave in the house. It's going to be an inside day for sure. But thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend. Meteorologist Jeff DeNoyer in with you this evening. Hope you have a great Saturday, and stay warm, everyone. The cold is coming, but really looking forward to the warmer temps by the middle part of next week. All right, see ya.